So it's Wednesday, the 9th of March, 2022. All through history, the difference of what's possible stemmed from what you know. So there are people who have had land and never knew that they could use the resources on that land without destroying the land and to use those resources and create a living. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because, you know, if let's say you lived in a rural area and you could look at stars, light pollution or not pollution, say you live in a city, you don't have no land. If you got a way to look at the sky, you know what? There's a guy that turned around and built a telescope from wood. From wood. Okay? I'm not suggesting you go out and do this. I'm saying the more knowledge you have, all of a sudden, the more you can do with what you have, which is basically, I seen this thing. Do what you can with what you have where you are. That's why I went around, did all this stuff, collected all the materials and passed the tools I need to build myself a future. If I want to create a podcast or something like that, I would need subjects and topics of interest. What's more important for you to know? If you have a limited amount of money, let's say you are supported by the system, that means you can only spend so much money. You only have this little bit to work with. Well, the reason why I'm showing you from this magazine and telling you this is because I finally got to the end of the book and it says here, even Buzz Armstrong's or Aldrin's footsteps might last 190 more million years. That's a time capsule. Look at this. See these? These are all things that are possible. And when you go to, let's say you have land or a balcony or a roof, something to look at the sky, and let's say you build your own telescope. Let's say it's really hot or really cold where you live. And let's say that because you want to make an income, and instead of using the clay from the ground and making clay bricks out of it so you can build something, let's say you have some money and you can buy a dome. And there are no domes in the area or vicinity, and looking at the sky is something that people would do if they had an observatory to do it at. Well, right here in London, Ontario, we got a university that has an observatory with a really big telescope, and I got a chance to go check it out more than once, and I really enjoyed it, and I suggest couples do it on a date, because who does that? That makes you an original. That makes you creating a memory with somebody that you really, really might like, and whether you stay together or separate because of whatever reason, because you're the only one that create that memory with that person, they'll always like that whenever they look at the stars and think of you. And even though we have a world where they say, oh, the world's all messed up because of human nature, you turn around and you look, hey, human nature is, it's normal to get along with people. It's normal to fall in love. It's normal to do all these normal things. And it's easy to be a better person just just normally, just by being yourself. But we live in a world that's built on debt. We live in a world that has had a system passed down for generation upon generation for more than a millennia, multiple millennias, and nobody can change system because nobody wants this system changed. You cannot have a perfect world, but we tell everybody you must be your best. How are you going to be your best if you don't know how? If you don't know what you're capable of doing? Be a monster. Why? It makes no sense. Because if you tame the monster, you can have all that power and just be a good person. Why can't you just be a good person and then go around and do the things that you're capable of doing no matter how powerful you are? But you think because I've I have mastered the art of powerlifting that I am going to be a nicer person than I was before I became a strong man? No. I'm going to still be the exact same person no matter my strength or my ability to fight. What makes me a nice person is me being around nice people. That's what makes me a nice person. Hey, I like you. And all of a sudden, I'm trying to be the reflection of somebody I really like because I want to get along with them and I want them to like me. And that's the same with little kids when you go to school, when you go anywhere, and if that person don't like you, you might have reason to confront the person. Hey, why don't you like me? Hey, I'm going to be in your face and create a fight because I don't know why you don't like me. And that is what's creating my need to create a fight, is because of your projection of who I am. So in a world where we are reflective of other people and how they view us, I would say if there's a problem with shaping behavior, I would say it stems from an identity crisis where somebody is creating a view of who you are as a human being, your morals, your values, your ethics, principles, you name it. Oh, look, he can't tie his shoes. Oh, look, he doesn't know how to be nice. Oh, look, he can't even add 1 plus 1. And yet, when you look and you see, oh, if you teach him math, he can add 1 plus 1. If you teach him whatever it might be, how to tie his shoes, now he can tie his shoes. Does that make him a nicer person? No. Does learning how to do math make him a nicer person? No. It's how you treat that person, and if you don't like that person, you just say, hey, you know what? For some reason, I feel like me and you are going to have a conflict, and I don't know why. It, I honestly don't know why. I don't even know you, but I just get this feeling, this energy, and 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 I can't identify why I don't like you. But because of this, and because I'm letting you know this, I'm doing this so that there's no conflict and you don't take this personally, and that there's no reason for you to be mad at me or for me to be mad at you because of a feeling. It's just a feeling. And when you learn about prejudice and the game word association that was created, Pictionary, too, shows you how identifying a person or a prejudice created from your past, and now all of a sudden you have these feelings to uh, a close, like, hey, buddy went postal. Why's guy gone postal? Why are the dogs mad at the postman? Why are they barking and vicious? Oh, it's the uniform. Oh, it's the accent. Oh, it's the smell on a person. Oh, it's the facial recognition or the body language that is creating these feelings. So even though I don't know why I have this feeling that I don't like you, and I can't identify it and say, oh, well, my past experiences because of the uniform you're wearing or the lifestyle you're living or whatever I was taught about good and bad and how to identify it from stories, from movies, from real life. I seen this person hurt a family member, quote unquote karma. Who knows? Maybe just two people didn't get along or something. And look, now somebody I love is hurt, and I don't know that deep down inside I'm associating that experience with you. Who's to know that? I don't know that. I had to go out and learn that. So if I created a podcast and I want to teach something, I'd say, hey, you know what? A ring with the planets and the celestial bodies. Um, an observatory. You know what? There's so many ways to make a living, whether you have land or not, whether you're on assistance or not. No matter what you do, there is a way, and you just have to find what you like. And it goes same with relationships, whether it's an employer, a romantic interest, your family and friends, your neighbors, whoever it is, wherever you move to. Every time I help somebody move or I moved, I always looked at it as a good thing. I can start a new life. I was lost to the understanding that I could start a new life every time I wake up. Even from a nap, I might be having a bad morning and I wake up from a nap or from a night's sleep, and all of a sudden, and I learned I can. This is my time to shape my life, to shape my body, my health, anything I want, and nobody tells you that. And that's why I make these videos to help my family and my friends because they have more resources than me, some of them. Some of them don't have as much as I do. And and some have problems that are way worse than mine. And that's why I'm making these videos for my family who have problems worse than me. And that's why I'm making these videos so they know, you know what? I still have problems. And maybe it doesn't look like I'm doing any better than I once did, maybe all my life. But you know what? I found out it doesn't have to be so bad. You know, people say, you know, if you find God or if you find religion or you find something to believe in, you're like going, it's not going to get better. It's still going to be the same life. It's your point of view and how you deal with problems. That's what changes. It's your attitude, your mentality. Your mentality is your approach to whatever you're working on that makes the difference. So if I have bad attitude, but I learned how to a trade or a skill, then I can apply that same ability to any employment I want, including self-employment. Anyway, thanks. Bye.